There we go. Oh yeah, I heard you've been a bit poorly this week, John, haven't you? You know, man flu or something. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all happy. Tickety boo, apart from John, who's obviously dying. Far worse. I love it. Yeah, you lay on thick, John. Lay on thick. Here we are. Alan Wake 2. If you remember, for a few weeks back, we did finish Alan Wake 1. If you've not seen it, I would suggest playing it. It's a very good game, psychological thriller, and this is the continuation of that with Alan Wake, the writer, who we get to know so well. Originally, Alan Wake was only ever supposed to be one game. They didn't actually intend to make it into a sequel. They said that they weren't going to, but then they saw how successful it was. Successful. They decided to do another one. So here we are with the second game, which I think is going to be a bit of a doozy. A bit of a doozy. So Grey's Anatomy. I've never watched Grey's Anatomy, to be fair. Never one that's really appealed. But me and Magic are ploughing our way through House. That's always good. We've enjoyed that. I've watched most of the House previously, but not all the way through to the end. So there's some bits that I've still not seen as well. But yeah. So yeah. Anyway, Alan Wake 2. We're gonna dive in. Cosmetics. Okay. Jacket. Default. Yeah. So we get all the various. So there's obviously somebody called Saga. Who has a sawn-off shotgun. And okay, so that's just that kind of stuff. So we'll start a new game. Let's dive in. Play on normal, as always. We may die, but you know, it is what it is. Let's dive in. Loading. Loading. Still loading.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Yeah, this doesn't look weird at all. John, I didn't know that they'd done some 3D modelling in your time. I'm glad that we can never see the bits.
Already gone.
I think if magic would have been concentrating there, she'd have absolutely shat her pants. It's just to start sprinting. I always think that's a good idea. Well, can we get along there? No. Where the fuck do we need to go? Okay. Cool. Everybody has nightmares tonight. Don't blame me.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Turn 1. Invitation. Ooh.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Okay, so we do get a map. Okay, okay.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
When are those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan?
Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know,
Inside.
inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Cool vistas.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
You can access the case board inside the Mind Place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Around the town of Bright Falls. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wound, bloating, bruising of the wrist. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed. Strange tattoo. Murder methods, slight differences in murders, bloating only commonality in bodies, not cause of death. Chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on the wrists. Two of the victims had bruising of some restraint, strapped or belted down. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma consistent with 2018 victim, hard to confirm due to condition of body. And bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in water. Killer profile. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. Message from the killer, or maybe their art. Apart from the going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. And the killer may be a sportsman or hunter. Okay.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Okay.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. I just love that it's all these various places that we've already been to. Right moment in the distance, north of the Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking the Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Oh.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Okay.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Fits.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlocked your first key image. I hope it isn't of his tackle. Jesus. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mine place. See, allows target to see active clues. The keys can be selected with that and placed on the caseboard. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Previous investigation. Okay. Objectives are viewable. The caseboard in your goals. Okay. Investigate the crime scene. You're now free to examine the caseboard or leave. Okay. Get clues on the progress of the investigation.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Okay.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Lovely.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Okay, this is a bit weird. Why I can't. Okay, you gotta drag it to there, have you? Okay.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you have answered the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check your goals by pressing Control. So, investigate the crime scene, learn more about the killer, more about the victim.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Nightingale was the one who tried to get Alan in the first one. He had a real bee in his bonnet.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display? Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
He was coming out of the darkness.
Why here?
Why now?
Why now?
Why here? Why now?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Using your intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Anything else that we need?
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for
Okay.
13 years.
Oh, we've done that. We've done that.
How did he end up here? The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Yeah, footprints. And then nothing.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own.
Supplying to your teacher,
Yes, Ark.
viewers of plenty, oh viewers of plenty.
First step down into
Whoa.
terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
The victim was one of their own, FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. And it suddenly turned up only to be murdered in a brutal and bloody ritual on the very day of their arrival. Then there was this page. The first page they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words felt like a message was a message. Someone knew they were here. What were they doing? Someone playing a game with them, leading them on, an invitation. How could they not accept? sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Work out where the fuck that's supposed to go. Oh, there. I need to examine his body. No.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body.
Ooh.
Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
You made it back.
Deciding
Good.
what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town.
Oh, the Oh Dear
and
Diner.
I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Cool. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Okay. Okay. Pistols. So you need a certain amount of fragments to either hold the fragment to activate auto fire. This is a significant increase the rate of fire, increases the magazine size by 50%, land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy for an extended duration. Cool. Okay. Cool little thing to keep an eye out for then. Go, get jogging. Jog. go on. Go, go.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Cool. Okay. No, it's where do we go? Film. Left. Oh, he knows the way. There we go.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Yeah, I'm driving. It's on the left-hand side. Go to Bright Falls.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
We all know this, don't we? Bright
Need to
Falls.
swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
Your dear diner.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hey! Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much.
Some of this machinery
Oh dear. Cute.
previously tried to kill me.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
I just want to have a little nosy around because this is so much like the same. Jukebox out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I'm as big a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. Love it.
Can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and He was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
There's Rose.
Even dream of missing dear Fed.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
That Rose is just going to be a weird character, isn't she? All the way through.
Hi.
I could go to the, just go down here to the bathroom. It's all nice and dark.
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Nightfall's map, always good.
I need a tool to get this open.
Ah, okay. Cool, urinals, yeah.
I can't
can't force it open.
Okay. You know that there's something there.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
Mm.
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Fruitcake. Absolute fruitcake. Okay.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. Huh.
/F. /K. Cool. Okay, so we got that on the go. That's cool. Cool.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this Cult of the Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Love how everywhere
Hey,
that
what do
you
you know about
remember
that waitress from the diner?
always wants to try and kill me.
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible, but it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Hey!
A whole lot more busier.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Nice and dingy. Of course it is.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
It's...
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Hmm. I got the cases.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Hmm. Cause of death, chest ripped open, something visible inside. Bruises, defensive wounds on the victim. Writing. Did the killer's write this on his heart? How? I can't make it out what it says.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
Whatever joints indicated long-term exposure in the water.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Have a little look-see. It's... page of a manuscript. Touching that with bare hands.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
couldn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Let's in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe homes will restore some of the health if you leave or attack from a safe home, while combat will become temporarily unavailable. Getting a little bit freaky, isn't it? A little bit freaky.
Go. He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it. He vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
I don't know what goes on with the audio whenever there's any kind of wait, actually just give me a second. Just get rid of that out of the way.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Let's do that. I want to turn that shit off. Settings.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
Don't know where there is actually any way to turn off the overlay. I'd really like that to not be running. That would be quite cool. Boop, 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 boop. Every time there's like kind of a bing, you've done an achievement shit, it kind of knocks up the audio. I actually don't know how I can get around that. I don't know if I can either. Can't see it in the settings anywhere. achievements there. Can we turn it off there? Maybe not. Okay. We'll have to look into this in the future. Hello?
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Okay.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster.
Audio's just gone really muffled.
Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Right, let's just gonna go to main menu. Because even now it's really, really faint. Right, just give me a second. I'm just gonna try and work this out, see if I can get a fix for it. Back in a minute. Right, I think I've solved it. Bear with me while I just come back to live. I'm just going to restart the game. Yeah, for some reason, whenever the game launches and has a notification, it wants to go and knacker things up. So I've managed to turn them off. So we shall load it up again. Hopefully the game audio is back to normal by then. He says... Boom. Right, there we go. Yep. There we go. I think that's back to normal now. Okay, so we're going to have to do that a little bit again, I think. That was just really annoying me. It's every time that the overlay comes on. Which is very irritating. So hopefully it's fixed it. Okay, well, it looks like we're doing the autopsy again. Oh, we're pulling out the page. Bits.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Just in the light.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
If it restores me health, yeah.
Gotta move. Now.
Get out of my house.
Vanished.
Yeah, so that was the end of that. For some some reason it didn't save at the end of the chapter. A bit of an oddity. He's not a fan of showing a bit of gash there and showing his bits. I just skipped that just in case that's any kind of.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too, Nightingale. But wasn't a taken. A creature of darkness, he was beyond her reach. Where some other strange reality, the dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place. A tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it. A flood of darkness soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster, her job. Before he killed again, he'd be inside, waiting for her. Heck. It's fine.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational
I
explanation.
think the skin texture in that is a lot better. It's very, very well done. Nightingale was the only victim to become a monster.
Nah.
Okay, yeah, so there's the text on the body somehow. Okay, that's just music. Don't really want to play that because if it plays, I'll be copyrighted again.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Okay, we've got gold and we've got some other stuff. That's good. Get in there.
page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Wouldn't you be a bit dubious as to those two walking out? There's a dead body gone and the sheriff's disappeared.
Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
I'm collecting all this shit. Oh, hello.
Crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
Oh.
Magic's not real. Right, Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I need something to cut this.
Okay. The variety of places that seemingly I could do with. Oh. Anything along here? Oh. Okay. Go up into light.
They're a fine pair.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You've only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Oh dear, love it. Just like everybody else, like, nope, I'm just tapping away, there, gunshots. Not interested.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Now, one of you stealing the toilet paper, I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is also taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff station, for Pete's sake. One of the days, I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. Love it.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
Okay.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day?
I can't force it open.
I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me?
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
All a bunch of nuts. Don't go to Bright Falls. Whatever you do.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Go.
I need to come.
The audio cuts out again. It's doing the game save thing in the top right and it cuts out the audio. And then it's almost like the audio doesn't catch up.
Clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. The same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring...
That's a bit weird why that audio just does that. How that isn't picked up during gameplay tested. Turn to the heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Whoa.
I've been thinking
late
more
in the
about
night,
the cult
you
of the
know.
tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs. Don't do a damn thing.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga.
Which is obviously the tie-in with the
Looks
game
Nordic.
Control.
I bet a family member made it.
Federal Bureau of Control. Which is what we played the game Control.
My mother made this swatter for me.
These are the tied
How do
in
you know?
together. This is the same
I
world.
knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Well, I need to get back to it.
Okay, I'm looking at this.
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing, just something that shouldn't be here. Maintenance of clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it, so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigations department, leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix this thing. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casing around the whole thing, as that these raccoons don't get in, can't get to it anymore. Aha. Good, very good.
Now we're talking.
Cool.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our
Very
crime
wet,
scene's
really?
drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Mm-hmm. On the tip.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
That's cool lighting. That is cool.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
After seeing all that weird shit, you wouldn't go in there on your own, would you? Yeah, I'm just saying. This was blocked off before. Is this? Oh, okay. Fucking rain. Oh, hello. Door's open. Everybody home? Knock knock. Like people use this as a little base for camping out. Monday night the 3rd, some suspicious activity spotted the fielder through thought he saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Tuesday 9th to 4th, nothing to report. Some animals regular. Wednesday 9th to 5th, or 5th to the 9th, isn't it? Yeah, because it's American text. Hunters out after dark. Poachers heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Got to keep an eye on those people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. Okay. I wonder if this is where the Bookers were camping.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Which is ladle, which is hooked. I won't be going down here. I'm pissing it down. The sun's going down. All wet, miserable. Yeah. How do you? No, his feet go that way, so we won't be going that way. His footprints, rather.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
I don't even know if I feel like I want to go into this fucking water. Oh, fucker.
I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused a lady of question of having bewitched him. He was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers if she was a witch before she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. It's fine, I'm sure. Okay. This is that tree, isn't it?
What is that?
Indeed, what is that?
Seems like it's reacting to the light.
These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're
Nope.
headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Yeah, the old gods of Asgard. That was very, very cool, to be fair. Okay, right, yeah, it says that you weren't safe when you looked on here, so anyway, let's just have a quick profiling Nightingale. The
I
overlap.
know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
Oh, well, what to do? Go back to here.
Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. I need to find the witch's hut.
Over there, so back out and round that way. Oh, I can climb up there, can't we? Okay. I found a ploughing through this water, to be fair. Very, very slow to load. Very slow. Okay, so further along here and then pass them round to the left. Fuck. Fine, I'm sure. Yeah, it did.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Turn on the lights.
This fuse is busted.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Friday, Mitch told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in the big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday, I told her. She said, thanks. Fucking killing me. One day I snuck out last night, went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from there like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going down there. I'm going to find out what's going to go back here tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's going to be epic. And a lunchbox. Other things can go a little crazy around here. If you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. I think it's a different place, because that one was kind of out into the lake, but this is the same place overall. As in the...
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Big fucking view. Absolutely, Ark. Absolutely. Witch's hut. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Lights on.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Fucking weird asshole, is it? There's a fucking thermos there, which is the quick save. Okay. Game saved. Always a good. Perfect place for a holiday. Cool. Just gonna do is go to here. Manuscript pages. She's ladled, yeah. Okay. Fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Something rushed through her, a presence familiar. She couldn't quite place it, something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light and objects that stood out to Saga stood out from the dusty animal skulls and cauldron. As if the light had manifested them, pulled them from darkness, shifting reality. Heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall. In the cabinet, another manuscript page. Witch's ladle towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart. A cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she'd arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words, the smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory the words she had read on that page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the key through the hole in the sign. This was the key. Or pushed the heart, rather. The tree was the threshold. Okay. All that shit. Okay. Oh, that then. Do I now need to go back down to the here? A nightingale that called it late. You'd be a bit screwed up, wouldn't you, with this whole shenanigans going on? You really would. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Okay. No.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Doesn't look right.
Mm-hmm.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I literally forgot his heart. Cool. Right, so out of here then.
I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Okay. That wasn't there before. We walked through here, didn't we? Okay. But dear. Whoa, hello.
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Increases that. Painkillers. Okay, my health is okay because I didn't kind of get attacked there, so that's fine. Yeah, scares the shit out of you, doesn't it? Bigger. Okay, so does that mean I've got... Okay, I can carry more shit. Check with Lady Futana or Fortuna at the counter. So that's going to be the code, isn't it? Okay. Right, before I pick up the rest of that shit, I want to go to the counter, perhaps? Okay. So 705, 713, 717, 723, and they've crossed all them off. And then there's Palm Reed, Increasing Interpreter of Dreams. 705, 713. Okay. No. I don't remember the fucking code now. It's gonna be 717. Okay. Then there's a lot of number. Write this shit down. Write this shit down. Damn. So 705 713 723. But they seem to not work. What's that there? There's a number there that looks like 745 there. Maybe a 745. On the lotto. Yeah. But I think it might be that. Nope. It isn't 745, so 717 was it? Was one of them? No. So 705 was one of them. Yeah, they work. 713 was another one. No. 717. No. 723. That didn't work. 745. Very weird. Thank you. Anything else on this desk that I missed?
I don't think this is relevant. These numbers match the ones on the lotto ticket.
Okay. Okay, so... it's kind of giving me a clue now. Okay. So it says that the numbers match the lotto ticket. So you got 705. So 05 is on there. 13, 13, 17, 17, 23, 23. So that's leaves 39 or 45. So they've used them. So it would suggest that the next one, it's always a 7. So the number would be 739. Okay. Try that then. That fucker coming out of the wall like you did. Right, okay. Oh, right, 7, 3, 9, bump, done. Give me that. Order schmucker, thank you. You can quick slot inventory. Okay, control inventory. I haven't got any shells, so I can't really. Actually, it doesn't actually say how you do that. Okay, so quick slot inventory is just 1. Okay. Okay. So we're going to quick slot that to there. Slot that to there. Okay. Marvelous. Okay, let's read the page. Oh, Saga at the general store. Saga edged toward the broken door, a gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Cauldron Lake general store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They'd been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store like it was just another late-night poker game. Saga stepped close to the door. The animal broke it. There was a loud crash. Saga found herself face-to-face with the cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night. Wild Eyes wearing a plastic deer mask, an axe in its hand. Okay. Shit. I don't want to grab that stuff just yet. I actually want to put painkillers into slots 3. Slots. The time being. There's his heart. Nice.
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible.
Wave crashes on the far side of the mirror.
Sounds literary. But what does it mean?
Wave crash on the far side of the mirror brought you the heart which showed me the terror.
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Total sense.
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Word for it. Go through this fucking water again now. No, me neither. Me fucking neither. Well, that light came on. That was good. I'm struggling with bullets already. Here's the witch's heart.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
She's honest.
Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Mom, help! Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things. What was that?
Very much so.
Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
Well, you don't want to actually fucking read the page.
Need to find Nightingale.
The rider went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside. Into the lake. Nightingale was there. One of them. The dark presence. Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place. Wandering in the shadows. Muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
This looks fine. Yeah. Nobody's a fan, but everybody.
He's here. Nightingale.
Nobody's a fan, but very compelled. Thing is, I've not got many batteries left for the torch. It stays permanently on if you want to kind of do the extra damage. With the remedy stuff, if you think of Control, they used red lighting very much to a high degree.
Who is that?
That
It's
is-
like they're coming in over a bad signal.
Like, I'd say that's even Alan Wake.
Nightingale's badge.
Sent to find the light switch. Show me the clicker.
Amazing how they turned the clicker around from being a good thing in the first game to all of a sudden something you don't want to fucking find. Yeah, that was a clicker, but the clicker from the first game was the thing that Alan Wake used because it was actually him that was afraid of the dark as a kid. So his mum or dad gave him the tiny little on-off switch that was from a lamp, so he just used to click it, turn the light on and off. There on the tree. Almost like we're inside a tunnel as well. Game saved. Look out. Squeeze through the gap. That was very, very difficult to do. Didn't give you any chance to kind of move. Okay.
Nightingale hunted.
Ow!
Shit. Run!
Where to? Back the way. Oh, for fuck's sake. Very clever audio design, because 1 minute you can hear him at one side and then the next minute you hear him at the fucking other side of you. Hello. There's Alan Wake.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
Not to escape. In danger. The Dark Presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it.
Hey!
Looks like Alan Wake just
Are
arrived.
you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The Dark Presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Really? 13 years.
Anderson, where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio
Said
stopped
everybody been
working,
missing
and then
since
that
2010.
flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alex Casey? How? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on. It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Get your bearings, then we'll head out.
I need another minute.
Should look around. With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
Can't get up there.
Take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
Take your time.
Oh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. A drowned deer. Certainly, I'll give it one thing. They improved the controls. I don't feel like I'm all over like you were in the first one. You have much more seeming control over where you need to, where you point and go. That is where you end up heading.
A creepy twig sculpture? A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade.
Because when you went up to it, it showed you the code. It flashed. You had to remember it.
The cult doesn't see their victims as people.
Remember, they look like us, but they aren't. They're like animals, and it's our job to hunt them and get and gut them. Okay. Some of that, some of that, some of that. Oh. Oh, stashes, eh? Well, I did want to go into there, didn't I? Because that want to go to the case board. That was in the fridge, abandoned in the general store. Case closed.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster.
Yeah.
After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up.
Yep.
What's the connection?
Hmm.
What kind of case is this?
Fucked up case. That's what this case is.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Pretty much locked off that area, aren't we?
He'd been on the trail of the writer forever. The writer he despised. Hemingway, Bukowski, Wake. I'll get you. I'll find you. I'll make you pay. You're in over your head. He descended into the tunnels, from the Dark City, into the ocean of darkness. Next stop, Caldera Street Station. Something, a presence, rumbled. Not a train. Shadows shifted on the platform. The writer's cult waited for him there. The cult of the word. Occultists lean close. I carry his words close to my chest now. You're not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. He'd be caught, murdered. They got him. They didn't get him. He was reborn out of hate. He was there, but he was risen. Sent to find the light switch up from the lake that was not the lake.
Absolutely. I feel like this is going to get tasty all of a sudden. You can quick turn by... Okay. Good to know. Okay, so that is exactly where we've just come through. Oh shit. Hello, wolf. What the fuck? Oh, I just... Hey, fuck off. I'm feasting on that deer.
Even the animals are turning into monsters.
Oh shit. The fuck? Oh, hello. Thank you. Go on the table. Thank you. Go on here. No, the manuscript. Back at Witch's Ladle, Saga pointed the flashlight at the strange dark substance, the same substance Nightgirl left at the morgue. There was something hidden underneath it. She strained to see, the opposite of sunspots in her eyes, blacker than black. Suddenly a change. The light reacted to the substance, the feedback loop surging up her arm. Saga squeezed a flashlight, willing it to penetrate the matter, burning it away. To a degree, yeah, Hark. Definitely. Say a lot of it's about Alan Wake now. The fucking. Key. Streamside stash key. Okay. Not sure what the fuck that is, but we'll find. Okay. Dog back. Wasted a load of fucking ammo on that bloody dog.
Oh.
Okay, we don't want to go fucking back that way, do we? That's the general store, by the way, isn't it? That's where we want to be either. This is where his body was found. The back of the general store. They don't want to die, do they? Oh, somebody's been tampering.
Warning. Activity detected. AWE. Event in progress. Cauldron Lake. What's an AWE? Casey, what exactly does the FBC do?
After New York, when I started looking for our friend here, their name came up. I pushed them for any files they had on him, but got stonewalled. They have a reputation of showing up for weird shit. They have a presence here, and now we find our writer. How about that?
I love how they've tied it all in. Very clever. Back left. Yeah, the first time. There was a map. View the map. Oh yeah, there we are. There's our car. Marvelous. Right. Go to Bright Falls.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up
Done it again.
and then we'll talk properly.
What are you?
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hun. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now.
It's very cleverly done because at the start they both drank coffee at the same point, at the same time as well when they were driving the car, and now they've just both had a cup of coffee at the same time.
Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense. I remember. Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show? Was that a recording?
Sit down. Woo! Oh, man. It is so good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
Sorry, does what get old?
publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what "it's not a lake, it's an ocean" really means.
You and me both.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking. This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. That's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan? Wow. No, I wish you every success with your new book, Alan. I hope it's as successful as your
Dear Diner on a
Alex Casey series.
Show in New York.
Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Yeah, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. I kept expecting to disappear once this seed ends.
Hello? I'm losing it. Something's not right here. I needed to get home. To Alice.
Well, we brought the old gods of Asgard in.
What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story. Old gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar.
Wonder why.
I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind?
My interpretation of Many Worlds, Dr. Casper Darling. Now, he is one of the people that does all the kind of tutorial videos in Control. Very good. Love all the tying everything in. Oh shit, don't know the number.
Hey! I think I've been locked in! Anybody?
Fuck. Now I have to find the code myself. Great.
Nothing there. Maybe it's 665 because that's the neighbour of the beast. We'll go with that. That was quite clever. Let's do 665. Boom. Fucking genius. Not really.
There was something here. A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out. What was that? A message? Impossible to say.
Cookies. Sure that was a good idea.
There was something in the studio with me.
Oh shit.
I had to get out.
Yeah, and I think I've just locked myself in. Like a plank.
Waking up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced, about riding here for countless days. A plot board for mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that just happened to me. A summary of the story so far, but other notes as well. Warnings. I had written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant. The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them. You must write to escape.
Yeah, I can't really play that.
I had to write more.
Just in case.
I didn't remember much, but I knew my thoughts and ideas could manifest as reality in this dark place. I'd use my writing to project myself out of this room. like a deep sea diver, to go deeper and explore the depths of this prison for a way out. This room was my boat. Writing was my lifeline. I would start again at the talk shop.
We have a great show for you here tonight. We'll treat all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen. The actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course, we have Alan Wake here. The best-selling writer, the books, the films are based on. Let's do this!
Okay.
Welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what?
I know it can be an awkward question with the man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him in the role of Casey? Does he look the part to you?
He looks exactly like I always imagined Casey to be. It's uncanny.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I'm a huge fan of your books.
So, what's the problem, Alan? Because on more than one occasion, you voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations... I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
This city was an old scar that refused to heal. The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film. I was watching the world through a rain-slick window, my own reflection haunting the view. I was trying to track down a missing writer. My only clue was a table lamp, shaped like an angel. The only thing that shed light on this sordid mystery.
That's great! Murder Case Casey! Great job, Sam. Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
There's to be some repetitive stuff. Let's try the oh, it's not 665 this time. That's still the same book. Yeah, it's still the same book. That number changed. Five, 6, 5. Wow, it changed. So 5, 6, 5. Yeah, that was blocked. We came into here before and when we got blocked again, didn't we? Okay, I'm shutting that door. Fuck you. Oh, hello. How I got in here?
Hello?
Check the toilet. Check the toilet.
Ah, Lorraine! There you are, Tom. Oh, not so much evil that not a bit of good as well. Not one without the other. Good to see you.
If I remember rightly, this guy was in Control as well.
Hey, I can't seem to find my way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
No totta helvetissä. Of course, Tom. The work will instruct its maker. I was gonna get something from the basement for you, but you can get it yourself now. The more cooks, the worse.
Blind to your Twitter, oh viewers of plenty, oh viewers of plenty. Whoa.
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor. You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights. It won't take long when you get to work.
What do you want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Ja, mutta katsoppa, a man, but a man with a tool makes two, Tom. Eikö niin? And a man with a tool can build his own exit. It's in a shoebox, in the basement where you left it. Safe as in the Lord's purse. Here's the key.
I've been trying to find a way to escape the dark place. Any suggestions?
He who mouths about his troubles is the prisoner of his troubles. It's not easy to get out. But don't you worry, Tom. The home is still there where the heart is. I often think about it when I mop the floor and look into the puddle. Water is the memory of the world. Water finds its way.
The janitor was a bit out there, but still a friendly face. I had to trust the basement would get me out of here.
He's yeah, he's in the exec control as well. Okay. So that's a locked door, and that's now a locked door. We need to get to the basement. God, this even looks like one of the maps for Control. So out of here, and then the door on the right. I don't know behind me. Chased by any crazy shit. Oh, hello. Oh, I want the fucking map. Okay, so there's a into Alice's photographs. So through this door, down some stairs, across the basement storage if I can get to it. Okay.
An old lamp in a shoebox. Was this what the janitor had left for me? The lamp felt significant. A tool for bringing light to the darkness.
Yeah, there's no clicker. Got man bag now. Got man bag.
I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead. Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed. Like something in a dream. Opening a way forward, the lamp was humming. The bulb glowed. It held the light now.
Oh, hello. So that totally changes all the... Fuck. Okay, so if I do that... What's this here? It says Alice's photograph here, but I'm not entirely sure whether that's just in this. When you look at it, it should be on this table. But I can't see Alice's photograph on the table.
I felt another surge from the lamp. I could use it again. The glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room. The light carved out something new from the darkness.
Where the fuck am I now in there? Okay, I'm in the laundry apparently. I might need to change it again. Might find the Tom janitor again here.
I needed to find another way out.
Back. So the exit is over that way, so it's how do I get through there? How do I get through there, like? That's a bit dark and fucking dreary. Oh, we have managed to get through. Okay.
The dark place wants to drown me. I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember the clicker, the light switch. I lost it, but I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare. Not real and yet more real than anything. The danger in the horror reel. It feeds off my mind, twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality. I'm trapped here. I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories, forgotten how many. I keep failing, but I must keep trying. I use the story to dive deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral into darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, and the compass. It's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean that's not an ocean, and a lake that's not a lake.
When it gets to the end of that, I don't actually know if it saves. I'm not entirely sure, because if you check load, it says save 12 minutes ago. Hang on, let's do a manual save. So you can't do a manual save, which is really annoying, because I don't know where I would save it. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's handy. Cool. Save this now. Whew. Right, so here we are. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to knock it off there because this is getting very intense. Very intense. We're going to have to do this in stages. So, yeah. You kind of, unfortunately, need to have played or seen Alan Wake 1 to understand what WTF is going on with Alan Wake 2. Because it's very much a continuation of the psychological shit. And you're seemingly going to be switching between the two characters. So we've had Agent Saga Anderson, who's been kind of unraveling the mystery. And now Alan Wake's around, who's the writer, and he's trying to escape from his own nightmare that he's writing, failing and writing. So, yes, all good stuff. I'm going to dive into why the audio's a little bit funky. I'm not too sure why it does that. It does cut out a few times, but yeah, do look back on the VOD if you want to see what's been happening. Don't have nightmares, as they used to say on Crime Watch. But yeah, we shall see you in the next one. We need to bang on through this as well, because we've got Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West at the end of the month. Yep, we have. So yeah, thank you very much, Dewey Kitty. Thank you for bro for the sub as always. Thanks for everybody else diving in as well. Always good stuff. Let me just put that to there, because that crackling was doing my head in there. Thanks to Hark as well for your subs and stuff. All good stuff. You love it. 81 months. Hark is on a roll. Dewey KD's on 45 months. 45 months, nearly 4 years. 54 months was what yours was the other day, was it? Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to bid you adieu. I shall see you again. We might get streaming tomorrow. It's Sunday, so we might get some Lotro in. We shall see. But yeah, in the meantime, folks, take care, be good. We'll see you again soon. Toodles for now.